Hello friends, for about 3 or 4 months now, Rhonda and I have been teasing you with the news that we have a big announcement to make for A Cause for Tea. Well, that day's finally arrived, and just on the other side of this camera is the big reveal. Yes, and so A Cause for Tea is so excited to announce.
Okay, wait. We should share a little bit of our story before you announce.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. We've waited this long.
We've waited this way just a little bit longer.
I remember it was 6 years ago that you reached out to me and said, Jason, I have an idea. I want to throw
Kind of a crazy idea.
Well, after I heard it, yes. But I like crazy ideas.
Yeah, I do
You said, I
too.
want to throw a tea party and raise $50,000 for orphans in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And so you had me hooked, and then we went to a coffee house to plan a tea party.
Yeah, so we met and we put together a huge tea party.
Yeah, we had Dan Truitt from The Sound of Music, the original
Sound of
Rolf.
Music. We actually raised $53,000.
Exceeded our goal.
Our first tea.
Had a great group of volunteers.
Yes.
We put on a full program that day, and after that tea, you and I went to one of the back rooms where we were cleaning up and putting all your teacups and dishes back together, and said, I think God's birthing a ministry.
Yeah.
That this isn't just to be a one-time tea
felt
party.
Really right, yes.
And over the last 6 years, it hasn't been just one tea party.
No.
Yeah, you've done
No,
quite
we
a
have
bit.
a local partner now, which is the Help Pregnancy Center. We've had spring teas, Christmas teas.
Teas and stories,
We've launched
children's
our
teas.
own tea shop where we package our own loose tea.
And all of that has generated revenue in excess of $700,000, and we have given that to our ministry partners and are looking for more ministry partners to fund as well.
So we're here
So
to
we're here
announce the next step.
The next step
our
of A Cause for
vision.
Tea. So friends, without any further ado or steeping in the teapot,
Yes.
we are excited to both reveal to you the next stage of A Cause for Tea's vision. Let's go.
Okay.
To the next project of A Cause for Tea. A Cause for Tea is purchasing a home. Rhonda, you want to do the honors?
I can't wait.
Well, we're standing here in the foyer of the historic Blakeney home built in 1903. This house has been most recently used as the powerful ministry known as YWAM. And Rhonda sat in the courtyard only a few weeks ago with one of its directors, Vicki Hedgepath. And through that conversation, you'll hear a little bit of how we arrived at this point in this stage of A Cause for Tea.
London Fog today. It's one of my favorite teas.
Thank you, mine too. It smells so good, the hints of vanilla. So comforting.
Let's share how we've connected, or I guess reconnected really. So,
I mean, we've known each other for a long time, just being neighbors here in the historic district of Monroe, North Carolina. And it's through, I think, civic events, connecting that way, being involved with the Historic District Commission, house tours. But then it's been through your very first tea that we were able to.
So our very first tea was at Mount Harmony Baptist Church, and YWAM, you guys were there as guests. And so I'm not sure if everyone knows, but that was our very first tea with A Cause for Tea, and it was a fundraiser to raise funds for New Life Nicaragua. I had returned, I guess, a year before that from the mission field, actually chaperoning in Nicaragua with a youth group, and it really, it just turned my life upside down, and I really felt God really pressing upon my heart to support New Life Nicaragua. So of course, I got to do what I love, and we had our first tea party, and the event was just incredible. I mean, we raised funds for New Life, and within 3 years, we had helped secure a 5-acre property for New Life Nicaragua. Yeah, it's just been an incredible journey, and you've been a part of that. Like you had a team there as guests, and then in December, you guys were at they served at our tea,
Yes.
our Christmas tea. So you've been a big part of that.
It's been beautiful to see. We as YWAM Charlotte have been here in Monroe. This is our 17th year here at this house, and we really are a training place. We want to serve locally as well as globally, and so we have been training missionaries, young people coming through our discipleship training school would come here to the house for 3 months. We're training, reaching into the neighborhood, helping, like with Cause for Tea at the Christmas tea, and then for 2.5 months they're going into other countries. So we really in the last few years have targeted or spent a lot of time in Cambodia and Thailand. But I would say we've probably been to about 15 or 17 countries over these years.
Amazing, yeah.
Training in this sweet little jewel of a city, Monroe, North Carolina, into the nations. So we have, through the doors of this house, have gone into the nations as well as welcomed the nations through these doors.
You know, just knowing that this house has been used to train those youth, to send them out on the mission field, and knowing that this house has just been covered in prayer, and you've laid such an incredible foundation for us moving forward as a Cause for Tea. I mean, that's something that only God could orchestrate and put us together. And it's just like overwhelming to know that we get to be a part of that.
Well, I feel the same. I mean, it's very beautiful to see, to witness firsthand this story that God is writing. So we continue to be YWAM Charlotte here in Monroe, North Carolina, but no longer operating out of this house. But what a joy for us to be able to just hand this gift over to you guys.
And my heart is to empower women and children. And I see that there's so much opportunity here with this house. I see us being a pillar here in this community of reaching out to women in our community, reaching out to youth that are at risk in our community.
There is such an excitement, such a joy. For us, our prayer has been, we want this property, this house, what God is doing here to continue. And that's what you guys are doing. And I could not be happier. I could not be more, like, it's a joy that's so deep-seated, and it's just so right on.
And we're really excited at the Cause for Tea to see the new season in life for you and for YWAM Charlotte, and just seeing what's going to happen and how we can reconnect. The sky's the limit here of what we can do in our community and also do abroad. So we're just so excited and thankful.
We're so grateful for the work that God has been doing and continues to do through YWAM, and the way that He connected us, even at our very first tea party. He brought them into our lives and brought us into theirs, and that was the path that led us to the conversation that you just heard. They are moving on to the next stage of their ministry, and we're moving into this home to pursue the next stage of our own. So, Rhonda, you've got big ideas for this house. How many square feet is it?
Oh, I think it's almost 5,000 square feet.
Almost 5,000 square feet. And all of the ideas that have been percolating in your mind for the last 6 years are about to remodel
We get to see our
home.
vision come full circle. So this is really exciting.
So we want you to partner with us, as we've always wanted you to do at all of our events, because we did not get here today without you, and we won't be able to accomplish this without you either. So we want you to be as excited as we are. And so to do that, Rhonda's going to give us a tour of this new home to let you know what we're going to be doing here on this property.
Okay, so let's start here. We have 2 beautiful rooms that connect, and this will be the rooms where we have our tables and chairs where you could join us daily for tea. So we have a lot of exciting plans for the rooms. Obviously, we're going to use pinks and blues and all those fun tea party colors, obviously. So let's see. So there's 2 connecting rooms. There's this adorable little sunroom. I can just envision everyone here having tea.
So get here early if that's going to be the room you want.
Yeah, that will be, I'm
be
sure,
popular.
everyone's favorite room.
Yes.
And the incredible thing about the house is there's fireplaces in every single room. So we're in the process right now. This is just kind of like our beauty from ashes, I guess.
Right. There's a lot of work to be done.
A lot of work to be done. So we're excited that you'll all get to be a part of that journey with us. So let's go to... Jason, you tell them about this room. This is kind of our check-in room when we have special...
Well, from the point that you arrive on the property of A Cause for Tea, this is going to be the main entrance, and you'll walk here into this sitting area where there'll be a host or a hostess who will be able to accommodate you for tea or any special event that we're having, Bible studies, book studies, culinary classes, arts classes, music classes, you
Sky's
name it.
the limit.
Yeah, this is going to be a place that you're going to want to come time and time again. There will always be something going on, always something new, always something that will improve your life and improve our community as well. So here you'll come, maybe have a Bible study, maybe a book club, maybe you'll be seated waiting to go upstairs to one of our high teas, or you'll be directed to the tea bar that Rhonda will be showing you in a moment to have a sip of tea and a small bite to eat on your lunch break or with some friends.
Yes. So I think this is the room I'm probably most excited about.
Yes.
So for so long, we've had our shop, our pop-up shops at our events. We've had lots of...
You've kept it in the basement of your home,
yes,
your husband's warehouse.
In our truck, in the warehouse. So we're excited that this will be a permanent home for the A Cause for Tea shop, the tea shop. So we have this room, and there's a connecting room where we'll have all of our teas on display.
What other types of things will people be able to come in and buy at the tea shop? It'll be open, 5 days a week is the goal?
So we'll be open daily, so you can stop by and shop or just have a cup of tea with a friend, or even have a little meeting here if you want to get together.
But you'll be selling gifts.
Gifts. We're adding jams and lemon curds and lots of food items. I'm sure we'll have
Products made by the families in Nicaragua.
Yeah,
Teddy
so
bears,
our
baby
sewing
dolls.
ministry will have their items here. So we'll have our aprons and so many cute items, our bow ties, and what are some other things? We have dolls,
candles,
soaps,
anything
journals,
that we consider beautiful or attractive, pleasing, or that's going to contribute to the income and pursuits of our ministry partners. It'll be here in this Christmas tree ornaments.
Yes, so it'll be seasonal items as well. So we'll have, our spring items, Christmas items. So it's going to be really exciting. So this will be the hallway to the future, I guess, tea bar.
Tea bar, yeah.
Where when you stop in daily.
Now, some folks may be, what are you talking about a tea bar? So what is a tea bar?
So our tea bar, I guess let's explain that. So it would be where if you would like to stop by for a cup of Earl Grey, or if you'd like a London Fog or a tea latte or a chai, you would be able to walk up to our tea bar and purchase those items. And
along with some sweets,
yeah, we'll have
a
light lunch. We may have a finger sandwich plate, a cup of soup, cookies, lemon tarts.
You'll never be disappointed.
No, and that I'm sure that menu will be changing.
We'll maintain perennial favorites, and we'll always be showcasing something seasonal.
Yeah, so once you order, if you're here for just our daily tea, you would order, and then you would be able to go and be seated in our 2 tea rooms up front. And I think this is the one thing that we have needed the most.
Yes, over the years.
Yes.
A Cause for Tea has needed a kitchen.
Yes.
That has caused us to invest inefficient amounts of effort in the past because some of the venues we've been in did not have a kitchen space, and this place does. And so Rhonda is an accomplished chef in her own right. I love to cook. Many of our Southern cuisine du jour.
Yeah, I would say Southern.
But it's very good. And a lot of our teammates love to cook as well. And so now they'll finally have that space in a commercial kitchen to develop and also create favorites and new favorites that will accompany all of our quality and delicious teas. So
yeah, and so when we have our large
space.
tea events on the property, we'll be able to prepare all the goodies for those teas.
And one of your ideas for this space as well that I think aligns perfectly with our vision is Rhonda wants to bring children and other members of the community into this space and teach culinary classes. It'll be a place for kids to explore their own talents, skills, visions, and interests right here in our very kitchen.
Yeah, it's exciting. And our plan too is to have our own kitchen garden out back on the property.
And along with a community garden.
Yeah,
so we'll have a kitchen garden and we'll have a garden. We don't have all the processes in place yet, but if you've always wanted to grow your own local food, we both love to garden, and you have a teaching garden that here right in Monroe. We want to make plots of earth available to members of the community to come in and grow your own fresh vegetables.
So we have so many exciting plans.
Calls for Tea was foundationally established upon the art of tea.
Yes.
In fact, we have a series of events that we refer to this day as Steeped and Staged, the art of tea. And that speaks to a higher caliber experience where you get to sit at a shared table and enjoy a more decadent tea menu, more polished service, and well, without saying any more about it, let's go show them the spaces.
So the upstairs space, we're excited that you'll be able to reserve rooms for a birthday party, a bridal tea,
showers, or bridal tea,
baby tea,
additional
or if you
Bible
just
studies,
wanna,
book studies.
Yeah, and you can share a little bit about the classes that will be.
Yeah, so Rhonda and I recently sat down with the Director of Programming here in Union County, talking about ways in which we can partner with them and offer classes to children within our own community after they're completed with their normal school day. So we'll be teaching classes in which kids can learn about music theory, singing, the visual arts, how to plan events, how to throw a tea party, in fact. So that we can continue to provide these opportunities, these occasions for little boys and little girls to explore their calling. These are the types of experiences that we've all had, that if we look back in our lives, we can pinpoint turns in our life's journey that directed us towards our passions, our skills,
I could say I have
interests.
a teacher that was my high school art teacher that really inspired me, encouraged me to go to school for art.
So we want to be.
Yeah, I want to be.
We want to be that.
Yeah.
For the families here in Monroe. So tell us about all these spaces.
So there's 4 rooms upstairs, and we're going to name each room. We haven't named them yet.
Yes, and that's going to be fun.
But we're excited. So each room will have.
What are some ideas?
I'll give you some ideas. So this is going to be our lavender and green. We are going to remove all the wallpaper. But because the original tile to the house still has the lavender and green, I think this room should be lavender and green.
So we're going to name it after flowers.
Yeah,
so flowers and colors.
This is a great space where we'll have tables set up where you could have a private tea party in the rooms, or we'll also use the space for classrooms.
For classrooms. We want to teach. We love education, we love knowledge. Not only will we be teaching about the arts, music, cooking, painting, reading, writing, etc., we'll also be teaching the gospel here. And so we hope to be host to many local Bible studies, and even a few Bible studies that a Calls for Tea will create and offer as an extension of our own ministry.
Yeah, and the rooms will be available. You could reserve a room. So if you're a church in our community that you would like to host a Bible study here.
Ladies or men.
Yeah, ladies or men. You'll be able to reserve a room, and it'll be a beautiful space that anyone would love and come and sit down and have a cup of tea, but
read a good book.
Or read
the good book.
I could see a book club being here, meeting here. So this is just another space that can be used for tea parties. and classroom settings.
Yeah, so step us through what a tea may look like in this particular space. This is a rather cute and intimate room, and you would have to reserve this, correct? If you were coming here for tea, you would reserve this, and what would you envision happening in this space?
I would say in this space we could probably seat 12 people. We could probably do 2 tables in this room.
So anywhere from 2 to 12 of your friends, family, coming in here. Tablecloths, you know how to set a table.
So we'll set a beautiful table with our linens. We have quite the
collection
of linens
and teacups.
China.
Yeah.
So we're going to plan to use all of our vintage china, all our beautiful linens, our silver servers.
You'll be waited upon
yes.
by professionally trained serving staff, wait staff.
And if you've ever been to one of our teas, they're just elegant, they're meaningful, and
it's a time to sit back, savor, enjoy, share stories.
I kind of look forward to maybe enjoying
I
the
have
tea.
A feeling if I ever lose Rhonda in the house, you're
going
to be in one of these rooms having tea.
Lunch hour, I'm going to sit down and probably enjoy tea every day. So
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that. But there's so many cute little spaces in the house. Like, we won't go out, but we'll open. There's all these adorable little balconies. There's just so much character.
And how much property is the house sitting on, Rhonda?
Oh, is it? I think it's 3 or 4 acres.
3 or 4 acres.
Yeah.
And some of our tea events have taken place out of doors, and we plan to continue with that tradition here when the weather is beautiful.
Yeah, there's
and
a beautiful
accommodating.
space out front where it looks like a courtyard because it's
where you and Vicky had your conversation.
Where we sat.
We want to have markets here. The Rose and Cherry
Our Rose and
Market
Cherry
that we had to
Market will
cancel
be
twice.
here. Yes.
God knew what He was doing. He wanted us to have our first Rose and Cherry
Yes.
Market
I
here
can't
instead.
wait. And I'm sure on Saturdays we'll have special things planned. We may have artisans come in and set up.
Yep.
We'll have a full calendar of events monthly.
And so we could tour this house all day, but on
Yes.
that note, a full calendar of events, teas, markets, Bible studies, book studies, visual arts, performance arts classes. But as you can tell, and as Rhonda has referenced a couple of times, there's a lot of work to do. So we hope you're excited with us about the idea of having this phenomenal ministry organization work right here in Monroe and within driving distance of a large population that's also having making effective change in international communities. But there's a lot of work to be done. So once you're finished watching this video, if you're still with us at this point, we want you to go to our website and we want you to click on Join the Cause. If you can't give of your time, if you can't give of your money, you can give of your time. And people giving of their time faithfully is one of the main reasons we're standing here today.
So what does that look like? I would say painting.
Yes, painting, mopping the
Cleaning.
floors, raking leaves outside on the property,
need a lot of work.
busting sheetrock. No, we're probably not going to do a lot of that.
Moving product from our warehouse to here.
So we want to hear from you.
Yes.
Click that link and one of us or a member of the A Cause for Tea team will be in touch and we'll very happily welcome you to your new home as well as you help us to transform this space into all of the things that you've heard us introduce to you today.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. It's something we've prayed for a long time. We've had so many people that have
almost purchased other properties along the way, and God closed doors.
God closed those doors, and it's just very clear that this is
the place.
This is the place. This is the new home for A Cause for Tea, and I get goosebumps because it's so exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
And I know that we are going to be able to create awareness for our ministry partners, also awareness and create support for them for their projects. And I look forward to having new
How many
partners.
cups of tea do you think we've served up to this point to help out all of these partners?
I was trying to, we should have.
You asked me that earlier today.
Yeah.
It's like, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Countless cups of tea. Our vision is we aspire to globally empower women and children, demonstrating God's love, one teacup at a time.
And it truly has been one teacup at a time.
And now we're thousands of teacups into it. Thank you for lifting those teacups, washing those teacups,
thank you
setting
for all the
those
support.
teacups.
I mean, this is like a dream come
Yes,
true.
yeah.
I always wanted to have some type of tea room, but I never envision that
would be used to
it would be used for
change people's
ministry to
lives.
change people's
Yeah.
lives. And that's just incredible to even grasp that. It's exciting.
So to learn more about us, explore our website, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, look and see the changes that are evidently being made in the lives of women and children in Nicaragua, in the lives of women and children here in Union County. And then sign up, come to one of our events, let us hear from you, share this video, and know that we would love for you to be a part of everything we're attempting to do
there's so
here.
many volunteer opportunities here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
So we're excited, and we look forward to greeting everyone at the front door, welcoming everyone to the Apostrophe House.
Well, let's go get ready.
I know.
Y'all join us. Bye.
Bye.